Hello and welcome. My name's Mark and today we are back at Europa Park for day 2 of the vlog of this sort of mini series. If you haven't seen day 1 video, check out my previous video. That was when I visited day 1, going around the park, giving you a lot of on-ride POVs, my first impressions of the park and how great it is. Anyway, in this vlog, it's not going to be as long as as day 1's video. That's due to many factors. All the POVs and that will be in yesterday's video unless I ride anything new. Therefore, then the POVs will be in this one. There's still so much to explore, but I'm going to bring you along with me and take it from there. But yeah, I'm just walking around through Rust into Europa Park now, and yeah, I'll give you an update when I'm in there. Here's some views of some of the coasters I've ridden yesterday when I was outside. There's that B&M coaster, which was a mega coaster, which is an absolute machine. If you can see it on the skyline, probably not, but it's just hidden behind those trees. But yeah, we're gonna head into the park now. Here's the walking entrance. You can already hear the theming of the band and that all playing. Here's Europa Park. Here you go, here's the entrance as yesterday. Hopefully the camera picks this up well. Really grand entrance, which is good. It's about 5 to 9 now, a little bit later than yesterday, but we're still going to head straight round to Voltron, get a ride on that amazing coaster. It's one of my favourite, well, it's my favourite in the park, unless I discover anything else today. But yeah, we're going to head around to Voltron, get on that. In this video, we will be going to the gift shop at the end, because obviously this is a trip which I have been planning for ages, and no theme park trip will be complete without getting some theme park merch. Mainly, my plan is to get a Voltron hoodie and maybe a Europa Park t-shirt or something of that nature. But that's only because I want to remember this trip for years to come. I still hope to come back here, but obviously there's many other theme parks in Europe I want to experience. It's also slightly spitting in the air. Hopefully it doesn't pour with rain, but we will see what happens. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, there's lots of little rides, dark rides I haven't been on, like Voltron, the 4D experience, I believe, which I won't be able to film on, but we've mainly come for the coasters. Well, I have, but this park has got so much for the family. It's, like I said yesterday, definitely worth the visit. I definitely will be coming back here in the future, but I do not know when. But I love all the little themed areas and the independent IPs, which this has done well, really well. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, we're going to get on the major coaster first before we go on and explore other parts. I do want to get a couple rides on Voltron today. This is France, and you can see how well it's themed. And in that sort of Epcot Domes, the Can coaster, where a coaster is, well, inside, dark ride, great theming, great coaster. I really enjoyed it, with the music and everything like that. The theme park busy meter on the queue time meter, is a bit less than yesterday, which is quite good, estimating only a couple of cent less. but that percent might make all the difference today. It's a bit overcast, so oh yes, I wanted to get on that coaster, Matahorn Blitz. We're going to head there actually, because this coaster I didn't do yesterday, Matahorn Blitz on at 1 minute. It's a wild mouse coaster which looks amazing. Let's GoPro up. Just joining the queue now for Matterhorn Blitz. The theming in this queue line is absolutely amazing. Like all the places in this park. Yeah, this is a wild mouse coaster. I think I mentioned yesterday there was different manufacturer rides. Everything here is manufactured by Mack Rides, being a Mack park, other than the B&M coaster yesterday, which was Europa, I believe. Look at the theming here, and this coaster takes ages. This coaster does fill up quickly. But yeah, we're going to get on Voltron after this when it doesn't get too busy. Right, I've just been on Matterhorn Blitz, a wild mouse coaster. I saw it yesterday, really long queues, so I got on it there and got a re-ride as well because it was so quiet this morning. Anyway, heading round to Voltron now. I'll go put the GoPro on for that one. But the theming in that queue line was really good. Really enjoyed it. And yeah, heading round to Voltron now. Been used this single rider queue again for Voltron. I think I'm going to see what the queue time's like. But yeah, gonna probably head round single rider queue, get on Voltron, Voltron Nevera. I still haven't got. I just know it's Voltron. 30 minutes. So yeah, we're going to use a single rider queue and take it from there. But yeah, can't wait to get on. Once again, great theming station.
Hast du das gesehen? Diese Energie.
I have just been on Voltron, Nevada. What? I've been on Voltron, and I have just got front row in from the single rider queue. Front row, left outer. What a machine! Yeah, absolutely amazing. Really enjoyed that. I had the GoPro already on me. I wasn't prepared to use it, but when I got front row, I had to turn it on. So you've just seen that clip. I've put it in this video, but like I said in previous day's video, I'm going to put all the POVs in one clip from everything I've got from here to upload as a separate video. So if you just want to watch POVs, that'll all be in another video. Anyway, Voltron, yep, the queue's starting to heat up now. Temperature's quite good today. If it stays like this, I'll be happy. I made a fatal mistake of not bringing enough water yesterday. I haven't made that mistake today, although my back's not going to thank me for it because it's really heavy. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going to go head to next, but I'll spin you around when I know. I'll probably head to Woden. It sounds a bit of a repeat of yesterday, but we're going to get the virtual queue line out in a second and hopefully get on there as well. Here's a roller coaster restaurant as well, which is pretty cool. I don't know what this ride is, but I'm going to take the GoPro off. I think it's like a simulator, I don't know. We're going to go on there. But yeah, lots of 50th anniversaries, dotted around the park. And yeah, we're going to try and get in some virtual queues as well. Just been on Grand Prix Adventure. Good little sort of shooting ride. It's on a big circle drum and it spins and you've got screens, very screen heavy. One animatronic, but yeah. There's this ride over here. I don't know what it is, but Pirates in Bavita. I don't know whether it's a coaster or what. So we're going to head on to this and see what it is and take it from there. Right, I've just been on the Pirates. I'm not even going to bother try and pronounce it. Reminded me of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disney. I mean, absolutely amazing theming. I can't fault the theming. And when I went around the thing yesterday, the museum yesterday, that's what I saw, which I was like, what's this? Anyway, it was from that ride. Absolutely amazing theming. I was going to GoPro it, but GoPro's so bad in low light. In the end, I didn't even bother because you would have just seen the odd bits and bobs. But to get some photos, so I'm going to put them on the screen now. Well, I'll talk about it, but yeah, the theming, set piece in there, smells in there, absolutely brilliant. Water ride. Anyway, just going to head across now to Blue Fire, get a ride on there. But yeah, absolutely amazing theming. I mean, this park is something which it does so well, is the theming. If it's just, there's something for everyone, and that's what I love about this park. There is literally something for everyone, and the theming on it is second to none. Everything's been thought about, every detail has been looked at, everything has been done, and it's not just been done to a little standard, it's been done to high standard. I mean, yes, the faces on the animatronics, some of them are a bit funny, but they're still working, and they're animatronics still working for years later. I mean, and that's saying something. I've not seen one animatronic not working. Well, I'm assuming not working, but yeah, it's just the attention to detail at this park is amazing. It is. If you told me this is owned by Disney, I would believe you, but it's not, because that's how much money and time, effort has been spent on this whole theming. Anyway, virtual line for Blue Fire's just opened up for me, 9:50 till 10. So I'm going to get on this coaster. I'm not going to GoPro up this time because front row is always taken. So I'm not going to get for front row, but I just can't wait. Get on this amazing Mack launch coaster with a inversion. Well, I've got a few inversions, all with lap bar restraints. That's one thing Mack rides do well, is there's no over the shoulder restraints, all lap bars, which is great. Right, I've just been on Woden and Blue Fire. Did Blue Fire, then on the virtual line, virtual queue, got straight on there, had the smallest bit of downtime, but nothing major. And then I jumped straight into the single rider queue on Woden, and I got walked straight on. It's about a 20-minute wait, but yeah, that was really good. I didn't bring the GoPro on because, like I said earlier, if you want to watch those POVs, look in my previous video, or there'll be a separate video out another day. Anyway, my ranking, Voltron and Woden, they are very tight. I mean, obviously, Woden is a GCI Great Coasters International wooden coaster, and it doesn't disappoint at all. I know I mentioned it yesterday, but it is just ferocious, and yeah, it's like Wicker Man, but better. Although Wicker Man's theming with Big Bob, I think it is a better theme than this, but for coaster wise and layout, well, coaster wise, that is good. I mean, Wicker Man has a bit more airtime, I think, but they're both brilliant coasters. But yeah, this Woden is in my second best coaster in the park. Anyway, I'm just going to mince around for a bit. I've got nothing else planned. I'm just going to get on what I can get on. But yeah, there's some brilliant coasters here, as mentioned yesterday. I might see if I can get you some off-ride footage of Woden. So I'm just going to spin the camera around. I'm in quite a good spot, and yeah, get you some off-ride footage. Just going to head on the monorail and see if I can see some views of the park, and yeah, see what else we can see. Actually the same as Chessington's monorail, this one. Well, when they had theirs, until the only difference is this one still runs. But get some good views of the park. Going over.
Hallo, hier ist er. Ich freue mich auf unsere Reise in der Monorail quer durch Skandinavien, vorbei an der norwegischen Statue und dem holländischen Themenbereich, bis zur Station im Historama neben dem Luxemburger Platz. Juhu! Edda, freust du dich auch?
Évidemment, Ed. Je me réjouis aussi de notre voyage avec le monorail à travers la Scandinavie, près de l'église norvégienne et du quartier hollandais, jusqu'à la gare de l'Historama, près de la place de Luxembourg.
Great, Edda! We'll ride the monorail through Scandinavia, past the Norwegian State Church and the Dutch King area, to the station in the Historama.
There's the rapids from yesterday. Get back on there, that was great. That's the roller coaster restaurant there. But we'll definitely go to the gift shop later on in the day, or before we leave, to get some memorabilia from the park. Because this is a trip which is a memory I don't want to forget.
Siehst du schon das Historama, Edda?
Oui, Ed. La gare de l'Historama est là.
There's the roller coaster restaurant, or looping restaurant they call it. But just everywhere you look, there's theming. Here's the theme from the 3D shooting one which I've done. Didn't even see that animatronic around there. It's good kids ride, good family attraction. Get on this sort of attraction here. I'm not going to take you on ride, but should be a good little filler. Theming here should be pretty good as for around the whole park. Here's the geese from yesterday. Don't know where they're off to. They're just out and about. Out on their wonders. Just been on a little Christmas ride there, even though it's not Christmas. Good little. I mean, this park's packed with rides like that. Yeah, it's sort of a bit chilled day. I'm not rushing to do everything because, like I said, I did most of the things yesterday. So I'm not rushing around like I was yesterday because I wanted to get all the major coasters, and then today was like on the backup. But I've been on Voltron. I've been on a lot of the major ones already, so I'm quite happy with that. I don't know where I'm heading. I'm just sort of wandering around. It's a little bit overcast today, but if it stays like this, I'll be very happy. What I do want to do is have another go on after though, because I thought that was a really great ride system, great coaster. It's not the most thrilling, but the theming is one of the best. This park is heavy on theming. Also, I might do the Can coaster again, but I'm not going to take you on ride because I think the footage was a bit not botched, not the best from yesterday. But never mind, we move. Yeah. Because GoPros don't do low light. I am thinking about getting the DJI Action 5 because that's quite good in low light, but you need to know the balance to know, yeah, so that's the only thing. Like I say, the more popular I get and the more I can start investing in better content or better equipment to make better content for you guys. But yeah, they've got a sky tower thing which looks quite fun. Entrance, I don't know. Anyway, I'm just floating around at the moment. But yeah, I'm gonna try and head to Arthur, I think. Head that way, get on that ride. But there's so many little rides around here. It's packed. Like I say, this is a full-blown family park. I feel like I'm repeating myself now, the amount of times I've said these things on camera, but it is just the truth. It is a full-blown family park, the whole package, which contains amazing theming, amazing rides, and amazing attractions. Like I say, it doesn't seem as busy as it was yesterday. The weather stays like this, should be quite good. I'm carrying around a lot of weight on my back because I've got a big bottle of water with me. But that's not really your concern, to be honest. But yeah, because like I said in my other video, don't have a water fountain around here. That's my only sort of negative about this park. No water fountains, everything's like buy from them, which is fine because I know it's how they make money, but sometimes it's the only time I actually do miss Merlin and refillable cups, to be perfectly honest. It's the only time I think I've said it, because that refillable cup yesterday would have been a godsend, because I would definitely have brought one. I was so thirsty and it was really hot. I reckon I could make a fair bit of money. But never mind. Anyway, just going to head through London or England's town now, which doesn't have any coasters. But yeah, well, unless I find anything more interesting, I'll see you at Arthur. when I said in yesterday's video that is one of the best themed coasters, I stand by that, and I can see why it has won awards. It's, yeah, it is something magical, and this park is just something amazing in general. I mean, I think in recent years there has been another one of those made. I don't know where, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm not certain. But yeah, I want to see one of them with that ride system go a little bit fast, a bit more thrilling. But it's still an amazing coaster, and the theming on that is absolutely phenomenal, as is most everything else around the park, to be honest. Yeah, don't know where I'm going to go next. I'm going to head left anyhow. Head left, but there is some absolutely amazing bits of theming. It still amaze me to now. Anyway, on a side note, around the park, especially some parks I've been to, toilets are, you got to go few and far between, and you've got to travel miles for toilets. At every turn there seems to be a toilet around this park, which is great. I know, I don't see other YouTube channels covering all about toilets and that, but people need to know. But yeah, toilets are really well spread out, and they're frequent, which is great, and they're themed to the area we're in, which is even better. So yeah, it is good. I don't know what I'm going to do now, to be honest. I do quite fancy something to eat. I'm a bit hungry, but I'm not certain yet. I'll probably try and find a snack or something like that. I'm probably going to try and get on the B&M coaster. I can't remember what it's called, but that's what I'm going to try and get on next. But if I'll give you an update accordingly. These are heading right for it. I don't know what this is, but we'll see. Right, I've just been on that laser. It's like a bit like Laser Crest thing. Good little dark ride. Didn't even know it was there. It was walk on. I would have filmed, but it would have been probably too dark. I was trying to win. But yeah, good little dark ride. I don't want to spoil too much because I'll get the major coasters. But if you want to come along to Europa Park, I don't want to give away too much information of what it's like. Well, like on the dark rides. But yeah, they're pretty good fun. Anyway, I'm just sort of going for a wander. That dog barking sounds like one of those sound effects you get. Anyway, I'm just going to head along now to a ride. Like I say, I'm trying to get on not Euromire, the F11. Eurostar, I think. But yeah, going to head along there, get on that B&M with clamshell restraints. Once again, I'm not going to be recording on that one due to the fact is this got a different line of single rider at the front, and I'm not queuing to get to the front. So yeah, I might do a Can coaster actually. Might get on the single rider line for that. See if I can get on that ride. And then yeah, we'll join the single rider for the Can coaster, I think. Hopefully that does me well. And then, yeah, I'm not in any more virtual lines at the moment. Right, I've just had my second ride on the Can coaster. I didn't bring you on for this one, but it's a great dark coaster. I thought it was absolutely amazing. It's definitely one to get on when you're here. I can see why it's got a big queue. The theming, the sort of, is proper pitch black. So I'm assuming my coaster POV on that one from the previous day's video or the other day's vlog, day 1, is void, but I haven't reviewed that footage yet. As you see behind me, there's that toboggan one which I did this morning. It's a unique lift hill where it goes up and tilts to the side. It's got 2 and then goes through that way. Anyway, I'm probably going to go on Eurosat in a minute. No, Silver Star, sorry. Silver Star's the F1 one. I can't remember these names off by heart, so apologies for that in both these videos. But yeah, we're going to go on Silver Star. This is advertised about a 30-minute queue time, which is fine for a B&M mega coaster. I'm perfectly happy to queue that. It's about 12:15 now, so we're going to find some food. But if you're enjoying this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up, like and comment. And yeah, I have got some other parks lined up. I've not booked yet, but just got to wait for the balance, bank account balance to sort that out. But yeah, I'm going to head to Eurostar now, and no, Silver Star, and get on that. I've just been on Silver Star. I queued a little bit longer for back row. I'm just sort of having a look at the shops. Yeah, queued a little bit longer for back row. Great coaster. I'm probably not going to go on it again today or the rest of this trip, but it's a great B&M coaster. I think that's 3rd on my list for best coaster in the park. Anyway, I'm going to try and find something to eat now. I'm getting a bit hungry. It's about 1:10. This is my lunch: Sprite, muffin, and a schnitzel. So I'm looking forward to this. Yeah, and then tonight I'm probably trying to go. There's a Mexican restaurant which opens late. That's what I'll try and do for tonight's dinner. I've just had a bit of lunch there. I think I had a better lunch than I did yesterday, even though I only had a pizza slice. But I've slowly got used to all this lunch and get used to the park and things like that. Anyway, I'm now going to head round to this little kids ride. I've just been on that little train ride. Good little, I can't complain. Great little kids ride, family attraction we'll call it. But yeah, I'm just going to head round, see what else there is. Like I say, there's not. I will get on Voltron again today, and maybe a couple other coasters. But my current standing of top 3 are Voltron number 1, Woden at number 2, and Silver Star at number 3. That's the coaster wise. That's just rating them on. Head this way. That's just rating them on coasters sort of themselves, like thrillness and that, and airtime elements. I'm not rating them on theming, although Voltron's theming is very good. It's more the thrill factor. If you're rating on theming, I mean, Arthur is one of the top, and then there's so much, that pirate ship one, and which is like through the both so well themed. I can't even choose which one. Personally, I think the pirate one was a bit better themed than Arthur. But Arthur, with the ride system and the sort of ride package, I mean, I can see why it won an award in 2016. Anyway, yeah, we're going to head back round to Arthur, try and get in a single rider queue there and get another ride on that. I think it is a very good coaster. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying this vlog so far of my final day at Europa Park. Like the previous vlog, I will wrap it up at the end of the video, but this one will be a little bit longer wrapping up because I've got because I'm going to put in both these days sort of thoughts and the whole trip in general, because I'm not going to do a vlog travelling back unless I really need to or something comes up, but I'll probably just do that as a separate video or just put it on one of my social media pages, which are all in the description. Anyway, I'm going to walk around now to Arthur and I'll give you an update if anything else changes or when I'm off the ride. Right, I have just been back on Arthur, and every time I go on there I see a different piece of theming. I said it earlier and I'll say it again, it's an amazing ride. Doesn't give you much airtime, doesn't give you much, but the theming and like, the ride system, it is breathtaking. Anyway, it must be good because I keep going back on it. A single rider queue and that moves quickly as well, which I always love. So, what am I going to do next? I'm probably going to head back to Voltron. I want a few more rides on that coaster because that's why I came to this park. Park shuts at 6:30 today, so about half an hour earlier than yesterday. Park scheduled opening hours are 9 till 6, so they're extending it to an extra half hour. But it doesn't matter. It's quite good they do that as well. I think more parks should do that, depending on how busy it is in the day, whether they need to extend the hours or not. I think that's a great feature. Anyway, I am now going to head to Voltron in Croatia land and get on there. If I go on anything else in the meantime, I'll update the vlog. On the topic of going out to Voltron, their ride system, their baggage hold, how they do things, I think a lot can be learned from how they do it. So the baggage holds in one separate area of the key cards, and then you've got a bit more queuing and then the ride, which makes loading and unloading and operations flawless. No one's dilly-dallying with bags, they're getting on the ride, boom. Same with single rider, same with everything, and it's all self-service, so you haven't got to worry about people going to put your bags away and that. It's all self-service. You get a key card for your locker, you just keep the key card on you, like the hotel room key cards. I think it's an absolutely amazing system. I think UK parks, Merlin, I think they need to get on this system because it works so well, its efficiency goes through the roof. But then, obviously this being a Mac park, they have got some of the best technology. With the restraints, they push down and they properly pull you down and lock in, so they're sort of almost like self-locking, and the staff literally just double check, literally the quickest thing ever, and that's it. And they just swipe the key card on the back of the train when they've checked the restraints, and that train's ready to go. And it's all on sort of a rolling, moving platform. You don't have to stop in the station, which makes through input and sort of speed of loading, unloading and dispatch amazing, and that's how they can get so many people in the park and continue to keep operations and queue times down. Just at Voltron now, I'm going to join the single rider queue. It's advertised 30 minutes standard, but yeah, going to join Voltron and get on this amazing coaster, my new favourite. Right, it's advertised about 30, but the single rider queue is massive, more like hour, and it's just suddenly just got a mad rush. So we could go later on in the day, no problem at all. I don't know what I'm going to do now. I don't really fancy getting on the water coaster anymore. It's warm, don't get me wrong, but it's not, I want to get wet warm. So yeah, I'll decide and take it from there. I'm going to join Europa, have another ride on this, see if my opinion changes on it. I've just been on Europa. Yeah, my opinion on it hasn't changed. It's a little bit rough, but I think it's one of these park classics. So yeah, it's a good little coaster, although tall people like me, I do whack my leg on the cart train, which is the only downside. But what's weird about Europa is lots of these coasters where they're like, oh, you can't take your bag on, put it in a tray. Like even like their wild mouse coaster and that, you just bring them on board with you, just put it down by your legs, which is good, I suppose. It definitely speeds up queuing. Oh well, speeds up loading and dispatching.
dann.
Going to get on Eurotower now, which is a sky tower thing, like the i360 you have in Brighton, but this one's in a theme park, so it's going to be better. Gives you a good tour of Europa Park. How to scale it.
Mais ça c'est tout le parc. Ça c'est le village. Et tout. Alors on est vraiment cool au village. Non, de l'autre côté. C'est la forêt noire et nous on est là on côté sauter. Ça c'est la forêt noire, oui. Là-bas c'est une antica. Regardez, ça c'est Atlantica qu'on a fait avant.
Yeah, you can see Woden and blue fire coming through around here. And then Voltron coming into frame in here. There's Voltron. And then there's the car park.
Et toi, tu as quoi? J'ai rien, mais il faut qu'on prenne là-bas.
There's Silver Star, which goes all the way around the car park.
Glace?
Ouais, une glace, peut-être.
C'est pas mal. C'est quoi ça?
Very cool. Seeing it from this perspective, I haven't really missed much either, which is nice. And there's a show starting down there.
Ça s'appelle comment les vélos à une roue?
Monocycle.
Regarde, c'est ça le parc.
Right, I've just been on Voltron. I queued up in the main queue. Single rider I think was quicker in the end, but I ended up just queuing in the main queue because it looked really long when I was trying to join it. Anyway, I'm just going to head down to the entrance of the park because I want to look in the main shop before I continue this journey, because I don't know whether the hoodie is going to be exclusive in the main shop or whether it's going to be where I have to get it from Voltron itself. Because like I say, this is my last day, so I will be getting some things. I mainly want a hoodie, but I will be getting some bits and bobs to remember this theme park episode and theme park couple days. But there's two things I sort of would like. it's a Voltron hoodie and maybe just a Europa Park hoodie, but we will see when I look in the main shop. Right, I'm glad I did that little adventure to the main shop. I'm going to have to go back to the Voltron to get a Voltron hoodie because they didn't have much of a selection in there. But I'm glad I did that. But I might see if I can get on something else quickly, and then we'll head to the shop, and then we'll find something to eat. And yeah, I know what I think I'm going to get now. But obviously I am conscious on space due to the fact is I've only got a carry-on to take back on the plane with me back home. Plan is go on Arthur again, then go across to Woden, and then go to the Voltron shop, I think, and then that should give me, I mean it's 4:45 now, that should give me good standing for the rest of the day. Then I'll probably go do a bit of shopping, and then we'll call it a day and wrap up the video. I will probably get some food in the park, and then we'll wrap up the video a bit later on. But that's the plan for this evening and the day. I'm not going to re-ride Voltron unless it's walk-on or a really short queue, but I am so glad I've done about 3 or 4 goes on that now, which is really good going because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get quite a few rides on it. I've ridden back, ridden front, ridden outer seats, and the outer seats are the better seats I found. Yeah, I'm going to head across to Arthur now because I just addicted to that theming and that ride. I mean, it's not the most thrilling, but it is really cool, and I just love that coaster. Mainly the theming on that one. The wind's got up now. I'm going to probably have to get an extra large hoodie due to my height, the length. The large hoodies got a length in the arms but not on the waist. It would look like a crop top on me, so I'm probably have to go and get an extra large. But enough about my hoodies and my size guide. But yeah, I want to get it as a memory of these last couple of days and of my first time visiting this park. And I want to get something for the 50th anniversary because I will not be coming back here when it's the 100th. I will probably not be around then. So I think I will get something for the 50th anniversary because I think that'll be quite special and sort of just a Europa Park memorabilia in itself. But yeah, I'm going to head round to Arthur now, and I will give you an update when I get items and when I come off Arthur or if the plan changes. But Arthur then Woden. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy these last couple of hours we've got left and then wrap up the video at the end. Right, I've just been on Arthur, and yeah, I feel like every time I go on there, there's something different. Like the ride system feels different. You turn differently, it spins around differently, even though it's electronic control. But I ain't complaining. It's great, and each time, like I said, the theme is amazing. Each time I go on it, I see something different, which I haven't seen before. Hence why I keep going on it. Anyway, that's that coaster done. I'm probably going to try and head on Woden next, as I mentioned earlier. Get on Woden, and then I will probably go gift shop, food, and then we'll wrap up the video. So between the gift shop and food, or after Woden, between all them, I might not record too much. I don't know what this ride is, but we'll take you on. It was like a little carousel sort of ride on a pirate ship where you could spin it with a wheel. I thought the wheel wasn't going to be connected to anything, but it was. That was quite a good little flat ride. Anyway, now I'm just heading to Woden, like I was meant to, but I got sidetracked. I'm actually in Spain area, so I'm hoping to come back here for dinner later on after we've been to the gift shop. Yeah, then we'll do our final outro later on and our final goodbyes. The set piece is sort of just a theming, just going from area to area. It's something else. Final ride on this GCI Woden. What a coaster. I am risking single rider. Queue time's about 30, so we'll see what single rider's like. Last time it was walk on for me, but this is a wooden coaster in a half. What a machine! And the seats are really padded and comfy. Right, I have been on Woden for the final time of this trip. I'm now going to head to Voltron. It's 5 to 6 now, so by the time I get there it should be about 6 o'clock. Head on Voltron for my last ever ride at Europa Park for this trip, and then we'll go to the gift shop and get some food. These theming pieces are amazing. Let's get on this one where we saw the model in the museum. Amazing. 1 minute walk on. Detailed look at this theme queue line. Like, this is like the same throughout the whole of Europa Park. Every queue's got an amazing theme to it, keeping up with tradition. Just amazing. It's hard to rank all the coasters and all the rides at Europa Park. It's just so good and so well themed. I've just been on the Pirates ride. Brilliant theming. Once again, I looked at that and I saw totally different things which I saw last time. That's when you've got to re-ride as well. So now I'm going to head round to Voltron, get my final ride of that amazing coaster, my favourite one in the park, and then I'll hit the gift shop and get something to eat and then wrap up the video. With the gift shop and something to eat, I'm probably not going to document it. You might see it, you might not, but wrapping up the video obviously I will. Right, I'll see you in a minute. Right, I'm happy I've got my Voltron hoodie. I mean, if I'm not getting anything else today, I'm glad I've got my Voltron hoodie because that's what I really wanted. But I'm going to miss this place, I really am. Wait until I wrap this up, this video. But yeah, I am really going to miss this. I hope you've enjoyed these last couple of days as much as I have. But yeah, I'll do the proper outro shortly. Once I've hit the gift shop, I've got a bit of a walk. Look at this, everyone's all just clearing out now. Last of the last. Voltron stopped. Oh, I am going to really miss this place. As mentioned yesterday, here's a look at this Mack Extreme spinner, which got one of these at Fantasia, which is the Ride to Happiness. Look at that. Can't wait to have a go on one of these. Is this a teaser of what they're getting next? I don't know. I've really enjoyed coming here to Europa Park. It's completely blown me away. The theming is second to none. If you ever get a chance to visit, take it in a heartbeat. You'll not regret it. Naturally, I've compared this park to Merlin attractions since I know them the best. And honestly, Merlin could learn a lot from Europa Park, especially when it comes to theming and operational efficiency. If I had to improve anything, I'd say they could do with more water fountains, maybe even a refillable drinks cup system like Merlin do. As much as I think those are overpriced, I would have 100% gone for it here. It would have been worth it for me. That being said, the thought goes into this place is incredible. You can feel the passion and detail in every corner. I can absolutely see why this park gets so much attention and is highly regarded. And since this park is owned by Mack, it is amazing to see what they're capable of. World-class coasters like Voltron and storytelling design of Arthur and so much more. I haven't even mentioned how efficient bag drop and queuing systems are. I absolutely love the virtual queue. No upcharge, just a fair, smart system that lets more people enjoy the rides. Honestly, I'm getting a bit emotional. I've made memories here that will stay with me for a lifetime, and what makes it bittersweet is not knowing when I'll be back. And just like that, that is the end of my Europa Park vlog. Thank you so much for coming along with me, and if you enjoyed the vlog, give it a like, drop a comment and consider subscribing. This has been a solo trip for myself, first sort of solo trip abroad for my first solo trip abroad. Like I say, thank you for watching. It is
deeply regret having to end this video because I have enjoyed every minute, and I'm actually really sad to be leaving this video and leaving Europa Park. I've enjoyed this a lot more than I thought I would. I knew I would have a great time, but I'm sort of sad to see this be actually leaving and going home tomorrow. But thank you guys for watching. I've made memories, like I say, which would last a lifetime. Consider subscribing. If you like what you see, drop a comment, drop a like. Have you ever been to Europa Park? Then I hope to get back here at some point. I don't know when, but I'll see you in my next video, whenever that may be. Thank you all for watching. Laters.